100 rated chess. But half the board must die. At the end of the game, there must be no more, and no less, than 1 queen, 2 rooks, 2 bishops, 2 knights, and 8 pawns on the board. I usually don't take challenges that require entering the endgame, but since it is a special day for the chess player introvert nerds, let's just try out something different. We get a 131 from Saudi Arabia. G3. Okay, I guess we just play normally. E5. Bishop H3. D5. Allowing a bishop trade to remove 2 bishops. The challenge didn't say the survivors have to be on the same team, therefore 1 piece from me and 1 piece from him being alive is definitely the most optimal option for this game. He didn't trade. I'll trade then. Knight takes H3. Alright, now the remaining bishops must not die. The original challenge allows these to die, but that is obviously way too easy and the video cannot even end if we do it like that. We'll make rooms for the failures to happen. Bishop C5. Rook F1. H6. Discouraging his remaining bishop from going out, just stay in there and be alive for the rest of the game. F4. Very aggressive. Queen D7. Knight F2. Knight C6. Okay, on second thought it might have been a bad idea to trade down the bishops, because 1 queen needs to die. It had better be his queen rather than mine, so I actually need materials to win the queen first before thinking about trading down the other pieces. I messed up. Let's just keep everything alive from now and find a way to lure his queen out. Rook G1 pinning his own knight. E4. Also need to bring down the pawn's number though, man, there are a lot of work to do. D takes C4. Okay, I can't take that. A queen trade has to be avoided at all costs. Knight F6. E takes D5. Knight takes D5. Man, the queen is really not coming out. Where are those players who move their queens for half of the game when I need them the most? C3. Okay, you know what? We really need to lure queen out. I have to take the queen first to know the material balance afterward, and then we can decide which pieces have to die and which pieces have to survive. Queen E7. Sacrificing a knight to get his queen out. It's alright, there are still 4 knights on the board. Worst case scenario, both my knights die and both his knights survive. As long as there are 2 knights, then it is completely fine. B4 instead. Okay, if you don't want to take it that way, we'll do it this way instead. More development for me anyway. Gonna move my rook over to help with the maiden problem. Knight D3. Aha. Very convenient. Knight takes D3. His e-pawn is pinned. He can only take back with the queen right now. Absolutely. Rook D8. Okay, but now there are only 2 knights on the board, so not only my bishop but my knight also cannot die for the rest of the game. We can only go aggressive with the rooks. Queen C4. That blunders a rook. I mean, the real blunder actually already happened a few moves ago, but I have been making a lot of in-between moves, so I just didn't mention it. Castle. Of course I can't take his rook. Not only the resignation threat, but I also need to know how many rooks survive after I take the queen, and even though now queen takes c5 is immediately ending the video here, I mean he should definitely be able to see that my queen is obviously defending the bishop. I mean, both of us don't really have that many pieces on the board, so it is just physically impossible to miss something this obvious. If you want to move your queen, then you better look where the opponent's queen is. Right? Yes. That blunders a horsey, but it is invincible. Rook fe8. Alright, we've reached peak development. The only question left is... right. That blunders a queen. Ha! That was an entire free queen. I'll sack my rook next and take his rook on g1 to correct the rook's amount, and then we just grab some of the pawns and the challenge is completed, provided he doesn't resign the game right now. Well, to be honest, that resignation makes sense, so there is nothing I can complain about. A fail is a fail. Have a great day.